this is a really sad story. I want to talk about the story of Tyree Nicholas. All right, that's his name, Tyree Nicholas. He was brutally brutalized till he was unrecognizable by the police, right? And guess what? It was black cops. Black cops did this to another black man, right? His life was taken in a brutal fashion by other black men. And this happens all the time. And the thing is, I always wondered when they say Black Lives Matter, what does it mean? Because I sense a serious and a deep self-hate. And I'm serious. Like, people are not looking at the issue, but the issue is really coming out. When you hear a set of men saying that they prefer something that doesn't look like themselves. When you hear a set of men harming each other like this, brutalizing each other like this, and you see it every day in your local neighborhoods, them doing each other like this, doing the whole race like this, men and women, and you wonder if it's a self-hate issue. It's definitely a self-hate issue. You can't sit there and say Black Lives Matter. You can't keep on screaming Black Lives Matter and then you don't believe that for yourself. You're literally teaching the world how to treat you. And not only that, like, I know probably there's two white cops there. I'm not sure of the story. Don't quote me. I don't know the full story because I didn't watch it. It was too brutal for me to watch. It was too traumatizing. It was too scary for me to watch something like that. It's just vicious. But I'm just commenting, like, this is self-hate. I see it happening all the time. First they say, oh, they don't like black women. Black men are the only set of men that I noticed that raise up another race above their own. They don't like what they look like, so they want to get somebody that looks different from them. So that's a big part of it. Not all. Like I said, there's two different type of black people, right? There's the ones who love themselves, and there's some ones who underneath that self-hate, that deep programming, and even the younger people have it. I heard, I'm not even gonna go into any details and change the topic, but there was a younger lady, I think her name is Megan, and she even mentioned the paper bag test, and that girl's in her 20s, and I was like, girl, the slave mentality is alive and well, and a lot of people hate themselves. It's self-hate, it's deep, and there's people that's walking around like still living in slavery, believe that they're being oppressed mentally when they're really oppressing themselves, saying that they're being oppressed and all this, but is in their mind, saying that their skin is lighter, they're better. A lot of craziness in the black community. I think the black community needs healing and self-love and healing. I don't want to go too deep, but I think this is terrible. I think that they should definitely get an extra punishment, the most severe punishment, because they did the brutality to their own kind. It shows that they're not fit to be in society. This is what they're doing to their own. It's a deep self-hate. And I think they need to be punished to the extent of the law because of what they did to their own kind. And the man was crying. He was crying out for his mom. I heard certain clips of the video, but I didn't watch the whole video. It's too brutal. But honey, that is terrible. That's self-hate. There's no way that's not self-hate. Because that man, I mean, come on, you're a cop. You're a cop. And the fact that so much black men, even they use the N-word and the brutality again, it's so much that adds up that the self-hate is showing to the world. I was looking on Instagram or one of these social media comments, and I heard a white girl made a comment, and she said, and I looked at her page, she said, black women hate each other, they don't support each other. And I said, wow, she's right. Because she said it on a comment when a black woman was getting married and there was a lot of black women hating. And I realized, yes, self-hating black people hate each other. Not all. There's two types of black people. And it's a serious issue of self-hate. Because I would hear black people say, I don't do such and such with black people. They don't really like themselves. That's the deep issue. And they want to be accepted and fit in with the superior race, in their minds and in the programming that's being programmed. A lot of things, a lot of brainwashing that's been going on, and they're brainwashed. So a lot of them hate themselves and they worship another something. It's sad. It's very deep, but it's a healing needs to be done. Deep healing needs to be done, because this was brutal for the world to see, and other races notice it, because I've seen, so like the self-hating black people, they're the ones that's quick to be used as a pawn. by other people because they watch and see, and other people are smart and they see it, but the self-haters never know. They're so full of insecurity, they don't know what's happening. I think they're not conscious. I don't know what's going on, but it's real deep. I can't really get too deep into it, but yeah, it's deep, y'all, for real. Subscribe, share, like, put your comment, let me know what you think. This is sad, and this is a part of the self-hate spilling over, because this should never had happened. You are it's sad. Anyway, guys, Real Talk New York with Janique. Big up yourself, large up yourself.